Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Virginia's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the floor.
To the air on second down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoffs. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, and you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens.
All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense. And maybe
it's a seam wide open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got his man quickly.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. It's caught downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get set.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Knowles moving quickly to the line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. Oh, he got loose. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. And they get him down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down outside. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Got it set up on the outside. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Looking to buy time. At the 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quick completion on the out route. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send back to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the option. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit them as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. and that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Hauls it in. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. Touchdown, no! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're gonna go 11-0. He is dialed settled in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go with a direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Fighting off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance. There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Noles are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They believe they can run right here. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. This is a designed run. Got room to work. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Brings into the open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Got enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game.